Recently, I've seen a lot of clips of people saying you need to cut your day ones off, and to me, that's just crazy, man. And trust me, I'm not talking about the people that have been joking around on TikTok and Instagram Reels about the need of having to cut your day ones off. I'm a big consumer of that content. I'm a big user myself. I threaten my friends every single day that I'm gonna cut them off if they invite me to go golf or go on a night out or something. I give them a warning. I say you have 3 more invites, and I'm cutting your ass off, bro. And obviously, I'm joking. I'll never do that, but I find that shit so funny, bro. Like, for example, recently my friend got a job. I probably should have put a trigger warning there, my bad, but he did get employed. I think it was about last month, and once he got the job, the first thing he did, like as he got the offer, was give me a call. And I was pretty hyped because I was like, this has to be good news. He looked me dead in the eye. It was a video call. He looked me dead in the eye and said, delete my number, my boy, I don't know you no more. You know, it was like a super funny interaction. Like, that meme is genuinely funny as fuck, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll pop it up on the screen right now. Yeah, so I'm definitely not talking about people that are saying that. I'm more talking about the gurus and the people that give advice, like serious advice. I'm not gonna name any creators here because usually they give really good advice, and I mean, it's a very common thing to say. Maybe they don't phrase it like you have to cut your day ones off, but people ask for advice on what to do with friends that are maybe not in the same path of life as them or in the same stage of life as them, and the number one advice they give is just like, cut them off. And as I've said, like, I heavily disagree with that. And maybe I'm disagreeing because I'm just like in a very privileged situation where I'm just surrounded by very good people, which definitely might be the case. Oh shit, ruined portal. Oh, and a village, god damn. Yeah, but as I was saying, that might definitely be the case. I've got a pretty good group of boys around me. I'm definitely not complaining with my friends, you know, like I've known them forever, and yeah, they're cool. They're really cool. So maybe I don't completely understand that, and maybe I'm just not old enough to understand that as well. I'm only 22. I know only is not the right word to say because I'm pretty old, let's be honest. But yeah, like, to me, I would never even think of cutting off a day one, because for me, the number one characteristic I look for in a friend is loyalty. So even if they're not in the same stage of life, if they're not doing what I want them to be doing, like, I'm not just gonna cut them off. I naturally might become less closer to them as time goes on, and that's again very natural. That might even happen to people that are doing similar things to you, or they might be in a similar stage of life as you, and you still might not be as close as time goes on. That's just life. But actively cutting them off, like, come on, bruh. Especially if you've known them for years. And like, the biggest connotations of the way like these guys define someone that you should cut off is if they're partying a lot, or you know, if they're not working towards something. And I guess I do understand the point. Like, if you are someone that's super locked in, you have a good schedule going on, good sleep schedule, work out every day, actively working towards something, like, you probably wouldn't want to be surrounded by people that are not doing similar things. Ooh. Fire aspect, that's actually pretty cool. And like, the main thing that people say when it comes to this argument is that you are the 5 people that are closest to you, or something along those lines. I probably butchered that, but the whole point of the quote is that you are the 5 people that you hang out with most, and I agree with that, like 100%. Like, when I think about my life, the 5 people that I hang out with most, or the 5 people I'm closest to, you can definitely see parts of them in me when you meet me, like, for sure. Oh, there goes my axe. I mean, I have a sword now, I forgot about that. Oh, cooked meat as well, but it's gonna be fire. Oh, no pun intended. Oh, give me that cooked mutton, my boy. But let's say there is a person in your life that's partying a lot and isn't working towards something. Like, the first thing you would want to do is help them out. And I'm sure the people that give this advice also would probably want you to help them out. Maybe not all of them, but I would find it like crazy if you don't even try to help them out. But the biggest argument for that is gonna be, you can't help someone if they... Oh, I'm butchering this. You can't help someone who doesn't want to be helped. And again, very true. But that doesn't mean you just straight up cut them off, bro. And as I said earlier, you will just naturally become less close to them. I'm speaking from experience now. Like, I can think of some people that are like this in my life. And I'm not saying I have everything figured out and I have a good thing going on. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing in my life, man. But I am working towards stuff. But I also do really enjoy partying. So maybe it's a bit different coming from me. Like, but I also truly do think you can work towards something and, you know, party. Like, it's a work-life balance thing, and I know a lot of people don't work on that, and that could be a whole different video. Sorry, I know a lot of people don't believe that. Like, especially at work recently, someone came to give a speech, and they were talking about how work-life balance isn't even a thing, and how it's actually work-life intensity. Me and a few of the other people found that really stupid, and a lot of the other people, you know, agreed. They said, yeah, like, that is true. So again, all of this is opinion, all of this is subjective. Oh, there's a boat over there. Oh, there's so many animals though. Do I really want to just kill this whole damn kingdom? I mean, yeah, why not, bro? early game food. Who does not mind that? I got a bit sidetracked there. What was the whole point of me bringing up the person coming in speaking at my work? Oh yes, the fact that even if those people are only partying and not working towards something, and even if you try to help them out and they say, you know what, nah, like I don't want help, you wouldn't cut them off. You would maybe distance yourself, which is completely fine. You can distance yourself from people. But let's say you naturally meet them again, right? You meet them even if you're not as close to them anymore, but you meet them through a friend of a friend, right? Like they still would be a friend of a friend even if you're not close anymore. I would still want to meet them, like for sure, because at the end of the day, as I said, I really appreciate loyalty. And the fact that I've known this person that likes to party a lot, and the person I should cut off for like all these years of my life, there just ain't no way I'm just gonna cut them out of my life completely just because we don't align with like what we want to do with our lives or whatever. Oh shit, I'm gonna die in here. Okay, now we good. There's probably another chest down there. There's also lapis and stuff, but whatever, bro. I don't really need it. And also, before I continue with my yapping, I know this texture pack's pretty goofy, but just like go with it, man. I saw Rare Crap use it, and to me, it looks kind of cool. It looks Roblox-ish, but I don't know, man. I kind of like the vibe of it. So just like chill out, okay? Don't be dissing my texture pack. If you really don't like it, let me know. But I think it's pretty clean, bro. Either way, let me get into a bed. Here we go. Perfect. I'm playing in hardcore, so I really don't want to risk anything. I've also called this I've called this world a forever world, which I find kind of cringe because it's so overdone on YouTube. So I'm not gonna title any videos called forever world or anything like that. But hopefully this is the world that I come back to every single time I want to make a yapping video. This could be every day, this could be every month, this could be never again, who knows. But if I do ever want to make another yapping video, I hope I just stick to the one world, bro, because I've just never really done that in Minecraft. But hey, I'm completely getting sidetracked here. Let me go back to the example of the friend that I can think of from my life. I was pretty close to them in school, and honestly they've never changed since school, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. It depends how you look at it, to be honest. But they've really never changed. They've kept true to themselves. But if we're speaking about this whole cutting off thing, they are the prime example of someone you would want to cut off according to these gurus that give advice. Not trying to diss my boy, but like borderline alcoholic, unemployed for like 2 years now. I mean, okay, I'm exaggerating, but we graduated over a year ago now, and bro is still unemployed, and he's not actively looking for work or like doing anything. And I've like tried to talk some sense into him. I'm like, bro, you really gotta do some shit with your life now, right? Like, it's like we're old now. We're not youngins anymore. We're 22. We're already done. You're not studying or anything. You're not even doing like courses. You're not trying to improve on anything. Like, you gotta get your shit together, bro. You can't just like be doing this all day. And you know, he agrees, but he still doesn't like try and actively do anything. And that again fits perfectly back to the you can't really help someone if they don't want the help. I mean, that could be the reason why I'm not really close to him anymore. It most definitely could. Or what I think is life just got in the way. Again, I probably wouldn't want to see him all the time. Like, maybe not, but and that's just because I don't want to drink all the time. And he's just like, I only usually meet him if we're gonna go party. So yeah, I rarely see him. I might see him like once a year. But recently we went to go play golf, and he was there. Honestly, it was great catching up with him, bro. It felt like the good old days again. It felt like school again. And that really just goes back to the whole point of how much I admire loyalty. Like, these guys have known me since I was like that as well. They've known me since I was also I was so lazy back in the day, bro. Like, I mean, I'm still pretty fucking lazy, I'll be honest. But I was like extremely lazy. Never wanted to do anything. Oh, is this copper, bro? I thought this was iron, man. God damn it. I was like prime like laziness, bro. And you know, he knew me back then. You know, I have like gotten my life together a little bit. What gives me the right now to just cut him off? Because I was just like him, like a few months ago, maybe a year ago. Not everyone has the same path, you know. I've got friends who are like so ahead in life and people I look up to because they seem like they've got everything figured out. And then I've got friends like the one that I just described that doesn't know anything, you know. He doesn't know what he wants to do, or is not actively trying to do anything. It's just how life is, man. And I think those gurus that give advice, they've had more serious experiences. And like, as I said, I'm still pretty young and I've come from like a pretty privileged background. So maybe I just don't relate as much, because I think most of the times when people are talking about this, they're talking about people that have gotten down the route of drugs and all they do is drugs. That can be like very mentally taxing if you do stay friends with them. But again, I think the same thing does apply though, where at the end of the day, like, you guys have been friends for like 10 plus years. You can become less close, but you've got to at least look out for them, even if they don't want it. I'm not saying give them a handout all the time. I'm just saying, like, look out for them, even from a distance. check up on them here and there. Make sure they're at least safe. Make sure they're fine. Make sure they're not like in a dark place. And this ties back to my whole point of how friendships just slowly disappear and you just grow apart from people. For example, in school, in high school, and this might sound like I'm flexing and I'm really not trying to glaze myself here, but I had like a pretty good amount of friends, bro. I think back then if you asked me how many friends I have, I would probably say something near 40, which to me now sounds like absurd, because if I had to give a number now, I'd probably say I'm like maybe like 10 to 12 close friends. That could be me exaggerating just a little bit. Nah, actually no, like okay, like yeah, 10 or 12. Like I just thought about it, like probably yeah, that's probably a good number. 10 or 12 really close friends, and then out of those 10 or 12 friends, I probably have like 5 really close friends that I would reach out to about anything. For example, I saw this quote recently. Well, I'm kind of running around doing nothing. Let me maybe find a cave. I'm gonna also write these chords down. Okay, because I've got this chest here. I don't want to lose all this stuff. Yo, yeah. Anyways, what was I saying? I saw this quote recently where it was something along the lines of, you have these friends that you would reach out to when you have bad news, but then which friends would you reach out to when you have good news? And that kind of hit me. I was like, damn, bro. The 12 people, I probably would say bad things that have happened to me in my life, but good news? It probably is only like 5 people, bro. But again, I'm getting sidetracked. The whole point of me bringing this up is I went from like 40 to 12 close friends. The people in the 40 that aren't in the 12, they're still friends. Like they're just not close anymore. Like if I see them about, we're still gonna chat it up, we're gonna catch up, and it'll feel like the good old days. And I'll probably walk away from that interaction thinking like, damn, we are pretty close, but then I'll just never see them again for another like 2 years, and then we'll meet again, and then the same thing. But since high school, like it's been 4 years since I've graduated. Nah, damn, bro, saying that out loud is crazy. But yeah, it's been 4 years since I've graduated. And yeah, like most definitely when older people used to tell me when I was younger, when I was a young jit, that I should cherish my friendships, I should really not try to rush to get older, I would always be like, like okay, bro, like it's not that deep. They would tell me friendships will fade away, and I would never understand how that would even be a possibility. Like obviously I'll still be close to all these 40 guys for the rest of my life, but now they were right. And this sounds cliche, what I'm about to say, but truly, bro, cherish those moments. A lot of you guys are probably towards the end of high school. If you're like 12, like don't even worry about this, don't even think about this, bro. Just like go back to doing your thing, bro. Just still don't worry about it. But if you are, you know, let's say you're gonna graduate high school in 2 or 3 years, or you're gonna graduate this year, just like cherish those friendships, bro. Those people that you know you talk to every day, and you just know like that's a good friend right there. Like you don't want to lose them. Like I think my best piece of advice would be to actively reach out to them, to actively try your best to stay close to them, because that's probably one of the things that I'm horrible at, and I've realized with my life, even like as a kid, I've always had this trait where I become really good friends with people, but once we're just like geographically not that close, or we're just not texting as much, I never actively reach out to them, and that's a me thing. Like I've regretted that. For example, like there was this group that I was with, my like main group of friends growing up. They're all still like the closest of friends, and a part of it is they all went to the same school. I went to a different school, so obviously that helps. But I never actively reached out to try to talk to them, and I know it's a two-way street. They could have reached out to me as well, but never think of it that way. I know a lot of people that deep that a lot, like, oh, why would I reach out to someone? They never reach out to me, but they might be thinking the same thing as you, bro. Like, why would they reach out to you? Because you never reach out to them. Honestly, it's not that deep. What's the worst that can happen if you reach out to them? They say they don't like you, but it is what it is, you know. So yeah, please just do reach out to those people that you want to stay close with in life. I'm just getting very sidetracked today. Don't actually remember exactly where I brought that whole point up, but these people that I'm not close to anymore, I met a few of them recently, and man, it genuinely did feel like I've been talking to these guys since we've left high school, but it's like it was my first time speaking to them in years. The way we talk, the things we talk about, is still all the same, man. So they're still my friends. They are still my friends, and 100% I would love to see them again and again, and I'd probably like to meet them more than I actually do, but again, that's where the whole point of just like life gets in the way. We've got our different friend groups. Everyone's old now, everyone's employed now. Realistically, we're not gonna meet as much, but I've been actively, that's gonna be a lie, I'm not gonna say that, but some of them have actively tried to like hang out a lot more, which I do appreciate a lot, and it is something that I'm working on, where I want to be the person that reaches out to people. Even my closest friends could vouch for this. I don't even call them, bro. Like a lot of them call me first, and it's just like I'm probably just a bad friend for this, but I truly do want to work on it. I want to reach out to people first, man. It was like a New Year's resolution for me. I think this year I completely failed it, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, I can start now. My close friends know it. Like realistically, my main excuse, well, not excuse, but the reason I used to not call people is, it's not like I don't want to call them. It's just I always felt like they're probably busy. They're probably doing something. Why would they pick up my call? And when I've brought that up to my friends, they're like, bro, like obviously I'll pick up, bro. The fuck. Maybe just don't deep things as much. But to be devil's advocate to myself here, I'm sure there are scenarios where you do need to cut your friends off. I'm not gonna say day ones, because I mean yes, I'm sure there are scenarios where you do need to cut your day ones off as well. I'm just using the term day ones just because it's funny because of the memes recently. But yeah, I'm not saying that there's no scenario ever where you should never cut them off, because honestly that's crazy. Because it depends on what they did. You know, if they've done you wrong, then yeah, cut them off, bro. Like be my guest. But as I said before, if they're just not in the same stage of life as you, then like please, bro, like just chill on that. Like you're not fucking Andrew Tate, man. You don't need to do all that, bro. Oh, but that actually reminded me, I know exactly why I brought this whole thing up. So even if you're not close to someone anymore, you should still be rooting for them silently. And I don't really know how to phrase this, but friends that I don't talk to anymore, like the 40 people that I was talking about that are not in my super close friend list anymore. Every time they post on Instagram or whatever, like the rare moments we catch up, when they tell me about their small wins that they've had in life recently, I get super hyped. You should still get excited for them. And I'm not saying you should reach out to them all the time saying like, oh, good job on that, bro, good job on that, but you should always be just rooting for them. Again, this just sounds like I'm glazing myself. I'm like, oh, look at me, I'm such a good guy. I'm really not trying to do that. And also, I know I'm just running around, bro. I always end up doing this in Minecraft, which is an annoying thing. I should like really set a goal for each video. I used to do that back in the day, but yeah, I'll start doing that again. This is the first episode, so allow me a little bit. A thing I do a lot is I do root for people in silence. And again, another quote I've seen is like, you never know who's rooting for you, and you never know who is praying for your downfall. And it's true. These people that I'm rooting for, they could secretly be praying on my downfall. I highly doubt it, but again, you never can be 100% sure that they're not. But me as a person, I really don't like deeping things like that. Pretty optimistic guy, I would say. And like at the end of the day, if you were my boy at one point in my life, there's a reason we were boys. There's a reason we were pretty good friends, and there's no reason for me to not pray on your uprise. Like that's the opposite of downfall, right? Uprise, yeah. Oh, I made another axe, bro. That's not what I was trying to do. Fuck, you know. I was trying to make a shovel. Oh, that's dirt. My bad. I'm tripping right now. Here you go. Bang. I know there's always friendly competition when it comes to friends. You know, you always want to, like deep down, want to be doing better than them. Well, I'm phrasing that wrong because that's not true. You just at least want to do them proud. So you want to be doing something. And I'm really not good at verbalizing what I'm trying to say here. Just like, don't be jealous of those guys, I guess. That's a good way to say it. I mean, you should never be jealous of your friends, and that could be a whole different video. Another thing that I'm very passionate about, and something that I'm going to write this down. I'm going to talk about this in another video. People like that really annoy me, that get jealous when their friends are doing good. That's not a friend, man. But again, I'll save that for another video. Like for example, there was this guy that I was super close to, not really close to anymore, but one of my really close friends is still pretty good friends with him. So he told me about some good news of his recently. He landed a big job, like a pretty big job, and man, I was hyped for him. I was so hyped. Like that's huge, bro. I'm sure most of you will relate to this. It feels nice knowing these friends that you've had in your life are just doing good and they're happy. Like why wouldn't you want these people to be happy? Or someone else that I was super close to growing up, but I don't talk to at all. I've not spoken to him since he's left school, which has been like 5 years. I don't want to say exactly what he does, just for privacy and just because it would just be weird, but he pretty much followed his dream, man. Like that's the best way to say it. There was something that he really wanted to do, and in school he got made fun of it, even by his close friends. They all like found it funny because he was like putting himself out there. But now he is extremely successful in what he does. Like extremely, probably the most successful person I know. And he's like the prime example of someone I'm always rooting for in silence, man. Like he's big time now. I couldn't be happier for him. Like I was like so excited when I saw how well he was doing and how happy he looks. it's just a lovely feeling, bro. Again, I haven't spoken to him since, but if I do meet him, I'm sure it'll be a nice little catch up, and I would like to meet him eventually. You know, I mean, obviously, bro, the bro's big time. Why wouldn't I want to meet him? I'm joking, but it's just cool, bro. Yeah, I think that's everything I really want to say. I don't know if I really got everything out, to be honest. I feel like I was stuttering a lot and maybe didn't get all my points across, but hey, man, it is what it is. I am out of practice. I haven't done this thing for a while. But yeah, the last thing I do want to say is I am not talking shit about these guys that give advice. As I said earlier in the video, most of the time they give like fantastic advice to these people that ask these questions, but this is just the one thing I'm super passionate about and I'm willing to die on a hill about. Like, just don't cut your day ones off, bro. Just don't do it. They were your boys for a reason at some point in your life. But again, it's your life. You do what you want, bro. Who am I to tell you what to do? This random 22-year-old talking about life experiences like he knows anything. You know, like, I don't know shit yet. I'm still a young guy. You might call me Unc. I am not Unc, alright? Shut your bitch ass up. I'm still a young jit. But anyways, if you guys end up enjoying this video, please do leave a like and subscribe. And if you're still watching till now, you're definitely enjoying it. So you might as well click on the... Fuck, I keep fucking this outro up, bro. Nah. Let me start again. Rewind the thing, blood. Rewind the thing. If you guys end up enjoying this video, please do leave a like and subscribe. And if you're still watching till now, you're definitely enjoying it. So you might as well click on the video that just popped up. Or don't. It's obviously up to you. Thank you guys for watching and have a great night. Peace. Fuck yeah, I got that shit down.